In this video, I will be discussing how to implement random forest regression machine learning model using Python and sklearn library. After completing this tutorial, you will not only learn about random forest regression algorithm, but also you will be able to train the model using Jupyter Notebook. Random forest algorithm is a machine learning technique for making predictions. As its name indicates, random forest is a collection of more than one decision trees. Random forest algorithm creates decision trees on the data points and then gets the prediction from each of these trees. Finally, random forest selects the best prediction by means of voting by these trees. A decision tree is built on an entire dataset using all the features, but a random forest randomly selects rows and features to build multiple decision trees. Random forest algorithm belongs to the family of supervised machine learning algorithms. It can be used to build classification as well as regression models. A prediction from the random forest regressor is an average of the predictions produced by the trees in the given random forest. In this video, we will learn about regression part of the random forest algorithm. Regression is a statistical method. It attempts to determine the strength of the relationship between dependent variable or label and a series of other variables called independent variables or features. Regression is one of the most fundamental and basic machine learning algorithm. The column values that are used to predict the output are called features or independent variables, and the column value that is predicted is called dependent variable or label. Before we proceed further, we should discuss three main concepts used in this tutorial. The first concept is number of estimators. Number of estimators is the number of trees in the forest. Number of estimators is denoted by n underscore estimators parameter. Number of estimators is an integer value and the default value of the number of estimators is 100. It is true that generally more trees will result in better accuracy. However, more trees also mean more computational cost, and after a certain number of trees, the improvement in accuracy is negligible. The number of trees needs to be sufficiently large to stabilize the error rate. A thumb rule for number of trees is to start with 10 times the number of features. The second concept used here is minimum samples split. Minimum sample split specifies the minimum number of samples required to split an internal tree node. For instance, if minimum sample split is 5 and there are 7 samples at an internal tree node, then the split is allowed. However, if minimum sample split is 5 and there are only 4 samples at an internal node, then the split is not allowed. If you are splitting a node at minimum, it should have 2 records, which after splitting will go into 2 nodes. This will give 1 record to each node formed due to split. Therefore, a split will not happen if there are less than a certain number of records specified by minimum sample split in a node. Minimum sample split takes integer values or float values. Its default value is 2. If minimum sample split is integer, then consider minimum sample split as the minimum number of samples for split. However, if minimum sample split is a float, then to find an integer value of minimum sample split, we need to multiply minimum sample split to the number of samples and apply the ceil method to the product. The ceil function in Python returns the ceiling value of input, which is the smallest integer not less than the input. The third concept used here is bootstrap. A bootstrap sample is a random sample of the data taken with replacement. This means that after a data point is selected for inclusion in the subset, it is still available for further selection. Bootstrap aggregating is also called bagging. Bootstrap aggregating or bagging prediction is a method of fitting multiple versions of a prediction model and then combining them into an aggregated prediction. Bagging helps to reduce variance and minimize overfitting. Random forest uses bagging to grow a tree. Random forest selects a sample of observations rather than all of them to train a tree. Similarly, random forest selects a sample of features rather than all of them to train a tree as well. If the number of observations is large but the number of trees is too small, then some observations will be predicted only once or even not at all. On the other hand, if the number of features is large but the number of trees is too small, then also some features can be missed in all the subspecies used. Both cases results in the decrease of random forest predictive power. In the regression context, final predictions are made by averaging the predictions together from the individual tree learners. In this tutorial, we are going to predict the price of a house based on the number of rooms in the house and the complete area of the house. Therefore, the independent variables or features are number of rooms and area of the house, and dependent variable or label is price of the house. Before proceeding for technical implementation, let's discuss one more important concept called root mean squared error. The root mean squared error is also one of the number of ways of comparing predictions with their corresponding actual outcomes. The root mean squared error is a frequently used measure of the differences between values predicted by a model and the actual values. The root mean squared error represents the square root of the square of the differences between predicted values and actual values. Root mean squared error is a measure of accuracy to compare predictions error of different models for a given dataset and not between different datasets. This is because RMSE is scale dependent. On your screen, the image shows the conceptual formula for calculating root mean squared error. I will use the following simple steps to implement the random forest regression model. We will start by importing the required libraries. Then we will load the data in pandas data frame. After that, we will visualize the data. Post that, we will separate the features and the label. Then we will split the data into train and test set. After that, we will instantiate the random forest regression model. Then we will train the random forest regression model. After that, we will predict using the random forest regression model. Finally, we will calculate the root mean squared error of the trained model. Let's get started. Jupyter Notebook is up and running on your screen. In cell 1, we have imported required libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and sklearn. Note that we are importing train, test, split, and random forest regressor from sklearn. In cell 2, we are starting to load the data. Data is stored in the CSV file named random forest regression data.csv. In cell 3, we are exploring the first 5 rows of the data. In cell 4, we are separating the features called number of bedrooms and area of the house from the dependent variable called price of the house. The independent variables is stored as x and the dependent variable is stored as y. In cell 5, we split the data into train and test using sklearn train test split function. This is for preparing the training and testing data. In cell 6, we are creating the model instance by random forest regressor class imported from sklearn. Note that the number of estimators is equal to 4, minimum sample split is 2, bootstrap is true, and criteria is MSE, where MSE means mean squared error. In cell 7, we are training the random forest regression model. Note that for training, we are using the fit method and passing xtrain and ytrain as parameter. In cell 8, we are predicting using the random forest regression model. For this, we are using predict method on the model and passing the X-test data. Finally, in cell 9, we are calculating the root mean squared error. This is implemented using mean squared error method provided by sklearn. Therefore, we are able to train, predict, and evaluate random forest regression machine learning model in Python using sklearn. We have come to the end of this tutorial. In this video, we successfully implemented a random forest regression machine learning algorithm using Python and sklearn library. Thank you so much for watching.